Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports.
And tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they go up against the Indiana Fever.
Here in the Hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Suniga. Joining me are Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Thanks for tuning in. Well, guys, now with the new season underway, what kind of storylines have stood out to you so far?
Well, I've had my eye on which players have taken the next step. It's always intriguing to see who's going to be the future stars of this league.
And Brian, for me, kind of similar, except I'm kind of looking at the teams, right, as opposed to the players. I want to see which organizations who have really stepped up, gotten off to hot starts, and who can sustain that for the entire season, because you have to remember, it is a long season.
Pass to Banham. Shot clock at 5. Vandersloot outside. Here's Atkins. This one for 3.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Mitchell, Vandersloot defending. Now here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Here's Howard.
Nice D from Angel Reese.
3 misses to start the game. They're still trying to break the seal.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's covered by Mitchell. Vandersloot, no good. Pass to Clark. Back to Mitchell. Clark. Here's Howard. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, you simply have to be aware of Natasha Howard inside. When she gets in position, she usually doesn't miss.
Home and away, fans came out in droves to watch Caitlin Clark.
I mean, we've had teams move venues to increase capacity. Caitlin Clark is quite the draw. Everybody just wants a glimpse.
Now here's Mitchell. Clark left side. Pass to Hole. And here's Howard.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 for 5 from the floor here early.
Vandersloot outside. And it's a 3-second defensive violation.
At the line for the Sky, Rachel Banham. 1 shot.
And so she hits the technical free throw. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Out to Atkins. Pass to Banham for 3. Here's Reese. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get the bucket.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Now here's Boston. A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
2 minutes
Such
remaining in the
tough
first.
defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Pass to Vandersloot.
Back to Reese.
Outside Atkins. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line.
It's on Aaliyah Boston.
Well, Ariel Atkins can do a lot for her team offensively, but she is also a very talented defender. She does a great job forcing turnovers and putting pressure on opposing shooters.
And the first one falls for her.
In each of her first 5 years in the league, Ariel Atkins was voted all defense.
Yeah, she made the U.S. gold medal winning team for the Tokyo Games on the strength of her defense. Always in great condition. Atkins never runs out of energy chasing around those guards.
And good on the second, so she makes both. Indiana trailing. Pass to Sims. Outside Cunningham. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. McDonald, no good. Chicago with the ball. Here's Atkins. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here.
Checking in for Chicago, Michaela Onyenwerde.
Guarded by McDonald. Clock at 6. She tries for 3. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
They haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. Great feed by Sims. In her court vision, she knows where all her teammates are.
Chicago leading. Onyenwerde. Howard covering. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. But when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's McDonald. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And aerial powers the triple.
Well, at the level of shooter that Powers is, letting her catch and fire, it's not a recipe for success for the defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurse outside. That one a little long. Here's Sims. Off with the layup.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. Because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. The Fever on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Some great defense on their part so far in this one.
They've really worked well as a unit to help on drives and rotations.
Here's Vandersloot. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Reese. Here's Cardoso. Out to Nurse. From outside, off the mark. The Fever with the lead. Inside. And the basket by Howard.
A nice conclusion to a good-looking possession. Coach has got to be happy about that one.
Pass to Reese. Now here's Cardoso. Now Reese. Guarded by Howard. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you've struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
The first free throw is good. And she makes both free throws. Here's the Fever with the ball. Mitchell outside. And she banks in the layup.
Well, here in the second, they're showing some signs of life offensively.
Yeah, steadying themselves after a really tough first quarter. They're on the right track.
Now here's Vandersloot. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
That's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always so important to have that strong interior defense.
Clark outside. Boston. Fades. And another basket for Indiana.
I know it's fun to sit back and enjoy watching her operate. And guess what? That's what the D was doing too. Just sitting back and watching. Have to be more active.
Now here's Cardoso. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. She's covered by Mitchell. Rejected by Natasha Howard. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Boston. Caitlin Clark outside. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
And they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
That ought to help them increase their separation. Impressive offensive output.
Now here's Cardoso. And the shot goes in.
Well, Atkins can score from pretty much anywhere on the court. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. She'll find a way.
So it's Indiana now. Timeout called.
Indiana calls timeout.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
Big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Pass to McDonald. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And the Sky making a change here.
First personal foul. First team foul. In for the Sky. Sharon.
Pass to Boston. Outside McDonald.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Sims.
2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. Swiped it away. Here's Banham, guarded by McDonald. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banham. Misses the 3, and she used the pump fake well there, but couldn't capitalize.
Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible. Playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
At the line for Indiana, Natasha Howard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she makes the first.
And the two-way game of Howard is impressive. A legitimate offensive threat who also defends with tenacity.
And she can't hit the second. The Sky trail. With the floater. Here's Williams. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
One of her real strengths, Williams can collect her teammates' misses, turn them into points.
Pass to McDonald. Here's Howard. Outside Sims. And that's a foul called on Odyssey Sims. That is her first foul of the game.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Onyenwede, Hole defending. Now Onyenwede. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. 14 feet out. It's rebounded by McDonald.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Rejected by Elizabeth Williams. Here's Powers. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Great piece of work to get to the hoop. She tore the D to shreds.
And so that's the end of the first half. Fever ahead, up by 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. The third quarter about to get underway here. Natasha Howard really making a difference here.
Her rebounding, particularly the offensive rebounding, was superb in the first half. She was really battling hard inside.
And that allowed them to get several shots on the same possession multiple times. I mean, her work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
And now the third quarter about to get going again. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Atkins. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
She thought she had a clear path to the hoop, but great work by the D to cut her off.
The offensive rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for the three-point play. Going to the line for one.
For your Indiana Fever, Natasha Howard, shooting one.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 11. Pass to Atkins. Behind the back and lays it in.
That's just a great job by Atkins, reading the defense and allowing the pick and roll to develop naturally.
And here is Mitchell. Fires from deep.
A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
Here's Banham. She's covered by Mitchell. Banham, no good. And it's the Fever ball. To the paint. Here's Howard. From down in the low post, it goes.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Pass to Banham. To the wing, right side. Down low. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
Timeout called the Fever.
And looking at the last couple of WNBA champions, seems like we're in the super team era, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, New York and Las Vegas went with super high-end talent, and they've won the last few titles.
Yeah, take stars, taking a little less to play together. That's the big key of it. But if you have 3 of the top 15 or so players, I mean, you have got a great chance to win it all.
And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half.
Go give her space! Go give her space!
Pass to Clark. Boston. And here's Hull. Nice shot by Boston.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first. Traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her. What a finish. Mitchell is such a tough player to guard. Will take a bump and get it to go.
For Indiana, Kelsey Mitchell, shooting 1.
Well, what's great about Kelsey Mitchell's offensive game is her ability to score from multiple levels. It means the defense never gets a break from guarding her.
Now it's Reese. Pass to Banham from outside the arc.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
They've looked very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Here's Vandersloot. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Now here's Cardoso. Atkins, Petty defending. Will it go? And that one good.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Petty. Here's Boston. Drops in the layup for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
Really, they're not pleased at all with the looks they've given up inside. And they want to talk to the team about tightening things up defensively.
Well, that's what's got to happen, and I'm sure the coaches will let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and that's a recipe for disaster.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Courtney Vandersloot attacking. Pass to Williams. Goes back up. Good.
Elizabeth
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, if she's not a player, you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Here's Powers.
Boston.
She's guarded by Williams.
Back to Boston.
Yes. Great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Vandersloot outside. And a miss there on the triple.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Outside Sims. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Powers. Defended by Atkins. A nice shot by Powers.
Well, a player that's effective from three-point land. Powers is at home in the paint, pouring that bucket closer in.
Now here's Atkins. Defense is right there. Makes it off the glass.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Boston right side.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Your Indiana
Fever on top, up by 16.
Chicago.
And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
Well, I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
And with the accuracy to go along with that vision, she put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That is how you orchestrate.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Pass to Hole. Howard. And here's Clark.
Boston.
Covered by Cardoso. Shoots from 8. And she can't bank that one in.
Unusual miss. Typically her skill on the inside trumps average defense. Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Now here's Clark. There's the foul. It's on Howard.
Natasha.
That's foul number 2 for her.
That's just their second turnover of the game. Overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
That's what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
Pass to Cardoso. Now here's Atkins. That 3 off the mark.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Clark can't hit.
Well, thus far, they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
Here's Reese. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line.
At the line for the Sky, Angel Reese. One shot.
One shot.
Now here's Mitchell. It's good.
What a tap for this offense. And if they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend the lead.
You know, they've taken it up a notch, looking very confident.
Now here's Atkins. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Sky, Camila Cardoso. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And she's good on the second. No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
Ball stolen. Here's Banham. She's covered by Mitchell. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Banham. And once again off the mark by Chicago. Clark, right side. Pass to Boston. The fadeaway. Mila Cardoso gets the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
She's covered by Clark. Out to Atkins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cardoso. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Indiana
Strong
calls
rebounding,
timeout.
and she gets the easy putback as a result.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Okay, fans, get it up for your Indiana dancers.
Here's Mitchell. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter now. 2 for 12. That's another one for her. Her 5th in just 7 shots.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
Lets it go from 11. Reese gets the bucket. And if they want, they can milk the clock a little bit here.
Great point, Blake. That'd be the best option. I'd agree. You should coach.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Hole. Clock at 6. Howard. The rebound by the Sky. Here's Vandersloot. To the middle.
Indiana foul. Natasha Howard. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Sky, Angel Reese. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one. And that brings them within single digits. So she hits both. Mitchell with it. Pass past a hole. Howard. And here is Mitchell. Fires for three. Good for another bucket. She's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Outside. The shot from the low post is good.
Uses her handle to create the clean look. Sometimes it seems like Vandersloot has the ball on a string.
Pass to Mitchell. Clark uncovered. Atkins grabs the board.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, Vandersloot's unselfishness is part of what makes her so special. She loves to create for others.
Here's Clark. This was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Yeah, they faced some challenges, but held firm when they needed to. Defensively, offensively,
Thank you, everyone,
effectively locking down the W.
We hope you have
and that's a wrap, everyone.
Drive home safely, and we will see you next time.